Hey everybody, Caleb Bats here. Hope you're doing well. Got a quick video for you today on a Schuyler PSQ comparison. Super excited about this, so make sure you stick around, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification, drop us a comment below. Hope this helps you in purchasing a Bible that's right for you. Alright, so if you've been a part of my channel for any amount of time, you know that I love this Bible right here. This is an ESV Scholar PSQ in slate goatskin. I've done 5 years worth of reviews on this Bible. Probably my most used Bible that I've ever had since doing this channel. I've written in this Bible, highlighted in this Bible, preached from this Bible, and it is marked up. It is a well-loved Bible. I use this Bible all the time. Devotions, preaching, on the fly. It's very portable. It's super small, still smells amazing. I love it. Perimeter stitched. It is still, other than just the writing on the pages and then the red under gold just kind of being smeared from my fingers going, flipping pages and whatnot, it is still like mint condition. Like, the binding is just, it's great. Like, Schuyler does such a great job in producing Bibles. So I hope this video will help you if you're on the fence of buying a premium Bible and if it's worth the money. I know that it's a big deal for some guys to purchase a premium Bible. My goal was to find a Bible that would last, that I could use a long time and pass on to my kids. Schuyler makes that product. I can pass these on to my kids. My goal was to have, I have 4 kids, basically to have a Bible that I've preached through or gone through for multiple years that I could pass on to them and leave them notes. So with that being said, this one has pretty much gotten filled up and needed to find a new PSQ. Well, Schuyler released a new version of the PSQ that is a little bigger than this original PSQ. I've got this original PSQ in ESV, New King James, the NASB 95, and I've had CSB versions as well, but wanted an NLT translation. Didn't have one of those, and just wanted something that I could do morning devotions with and just a personal devotion time. And I was like, you know what, let's get the new PSQ when it comes out. And I did, and I can say this, it matches the quality and construction of this one, and this one smells good. I've had it since it released. And I want to do an overhead view of this one, and I also purchased a new ESV edition as well, and show you a comparison between the old ESV PSQ, the new one, and just some subtle differences that I found in the NLT edition of and the ESV. So let's go to overhead view, and we will take a look at these Bibles.
So one of the major differences that I've seen is even with the boxes. The old PSQ came in a 2-piece box, and this one had silver, because this one had silver, red under gold. The new PSQs are more of a clamshell box, and this one came wrapped in the paper. This was the NLT. All right, so now that we've got the boxes kind of looked at, so here is the difference in the two. You can see, one, this doesn't really have much of a yapp. This has a full yapp that pretty much covers that entire text block. Yapps are there to protect the pages and the text block. They still use the Jerusalem cross here on the cover. This is a goatskin, and this is a calfskin. With the full yapp, you have a tooled perimeter line that goes around the Bible. You also have stitching, perimeter stitching that goes around the Bible that is completely on both sides. On the old PSQ, you just had perimeter stitching. When you stack the two, you can see the difference in the two. Now granted, this does have extra width because of the full yapp, but when you open the text block up, you can see here, this one's built like a tank, so I can do this, and you can just see the actual text block. Significantly wider and taller when it comes to the new PSQ. All right, so just looking at the two, in both editions, you get two double-sided satin bearsford ribbons. This one came with red, this one came with green. I wish the ribbons were just a little bit longer on the PSQ. When you look at the spine, you're still getting raised spine hubs on here. You're getting Holy Bible, the translation, and then the Schuyler logo here on the spine. Both are edge line tabbed, and one thing that has changed in the progress of Schuyler is their corner work. This was more just of a hammered down corner. Now they've got the pleats. You're also getting a gilt line around it. Both of these Bibles are printed and bound by Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands. Typeset is from 2K Denmark. And one of the things that I've noticed in the newer editions of the Quentel or the Quentel series is the presentation page. This old one, it was pretty much just piece of cardstock paper with some lines on it. Now it's a little more decorative. To each his own. I think this looks nicer, a little more eloquent in doing it. A big change, other than the size, is in the new editions, it has drop caps. The old one, you basically just have the chapter number. Here, the chapter numbers are a little smaller now, and you can tell where it starts a new chapter with the new drop cap. The chapter numbers are still in highlighted, accented in red. The drop cap is also in red. In the old edition, the chapter number is accented in red as well. I mean, there's really not much to say other than, it's bigger and it's built with quality. Let me find a page that I have marked in, because I have been using this. Here in 2 Kings, I have this highlighted. It's line matched. The ghosting is very minimal. It's got a little bit of bleed through with the highlighter, not much, not enough to when you flip the page that you're distracted by it. In this NLT edition, after the book of Revelation, you get a concordance. That was not in the old PSQ. Once you got to Revelation, you got some tables of weights and measures, and then you have some lined notebook paper, and then the maps. In this new edition, you have a 3-column concordance, which was different because I hadn't had that in one of these personal size Quentels before. And not that I use a concordance a lot, but it's a nice feature to have, because it's more of I would say a mid-sized Bible, and then you have your lined notebook paper, and then the Schuyler Bible maps. Now again, if you watch my channel, I don't use the maps. I wish they weren't even in there, but Schuyler makes some of the best. You got quite a few of them in there. Then some white cardstock paper, the edgeline tab again, and then just a nice leather liner. Just a great overall Bible. It smells great. I love this NLT. It's got green ribbons. It has brown head and tail bands, smysewn, of course. Just a very modern look here in the text block. I love how they've done these accents. It just looks really, really good. It's red under gold. It's a beautiful Bible. I've really enjoyed getting into this NLT translation. It's just so easy to read, and the way Schuyler has done this typeface, it's just so easy and a joy to get in here and read. Now, I did want to bring out this ESV personal size Quentel that I also got. It's the updated version as well, and I got this in, what did I get it in chestnut calfskin. It's still wrapped in the paper. I haven't used this one at all, but I wanted to bring it out just to show the difference in the old ESV and the new ESV, since it's the same translation, and then some subtle differences with this particular one and the NLT. So the NLT is just a smidge thicker. It's thicker. Now, this is also a calfskin. I want you guys to see this calfskin. Man, just let me move this NLT out of the way real quick. This Bible, man, the grain on this, I don't know if you guys can see that. It is awesome, and you can feel that grain when you open this cover up. You can feel the creases in it. I absolutely love this Bible. It's also full yapp, tooled perimeter line, perimeter stitching, raised spine hubs. This one is stamped in gold, where my old ESV is stamped in silver. You know, you open this one up. Now, the drop caps in this one and the NLT are different. This looks to me a little more old school. This is a little more modern. NLT is a little, a more thought for thought translation. ESV is more word for word, but just a different feel and vibe to it. You can kind of see the accents here around the chapter number. They're still in red. The drop caps are in red, but in the ESV, the accent marks are more of like it looks like a leaf to me, where in the NLT it's like a sword looking thing or arrows. Just some subtle differences. Again, with the Quentel series, the cross references are down at the bottom. Now, one of the main differences that I've noticed is that in the ESV, I'm being very careful because I'm trying to save this one for a little later. When you get through the book of Revelation, you come to, let me get to it. You have your weights and measures, and then you go into the line notebook paper, into the maps. There is no concordance in this ESV edition. Again, that is one of the reasons that it's just a little thinner. There's no concordance in the ESV edition, which I'm totally fine with, because I mean, we do have the internet today to use that. And then when you stack the old ESV up with the new ESV, you can definitely see the difference in the height and the width and all of that. The thickness on the old ESV and the new ESV, pretty much the same, because it still has the exact same features here in the old PSQ. So these are great additions to have. I love the PSQ. This is literally my favorite Bible that I've ever owned. All the editions that I have. Again, I have this old one in ESV, NASB, New King James. I had it in CSB. I did let that one go, but now I've got the new one in the New Living Translation and the ESV, and absolutely love them. They are built with quality. I've been using this NLT now for about 6 months now, and I can say without a shadow of a doubt, it is going to hold up just like this old PSQ. I was a little like, I haven't used a lot of calfskin. I've always loved the goatskin, but this is holding up. It has a different feel to it than the goatskin. I really like it. This NLT one is more slick. This one it's slick, but you can feel the grain. on this goatskin, you can feel the pebbleness of the goatskin. I've really enjoyed these Bibles. They're such a joy to read. That is why I like them so much. They're just so easy to read. The typesetting is remarkable. The font size is so readable. And if you are in the market for a good Bible that's going to last, that you can use and abuse and actually use the Bible and not just set it on the shelf and let it collect dust, the Schuyler PSQ, Quentel, anything that Schuyler makes is gonna last. And I just love this size Bible. And this new size is absolutely my favorite. I like it a little more than I do the old size, because it's still small enough to where you can put it in a backpack, but it's big enough to where you can hold it and still preach from it. And it's just that sweet spot. It's a good sized Bible to where you can really get in and see. And I've written on this page here with the pigment microns. You can see that I've used all kinds of colors in here, so it holds up just like the old one. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's 28 GSM paper. Guys, paper's great. The paper's great. It can hold ink, it can hold the highlighter. So yeah, make sure you get a Schuyler PSQ. They're great.